Hi guys, it's Warwick here. I just thought I'd give you a quick tour of my single player world that I've been working on, well, pretty much ever since the Direwolf 20 modpack came out through the Feed the Beast launcher. So we'll come over here. Loading just a little bit slowly. And cruising around here, when I first jumped into the game, I found this. It's basically an extreme hills with a volcano sitting off the side of it. I was like, well, always a fan of the volcanoes, so let's call this home. So why don't we start the tour? Tried to make this door, well, I wouldn't call it hidden, but not easy to open, without knowing what happens. So if you stand on this press plate, you hear a piston move, but it doesn't open the door. We hit that one, opens this bit here, just a little something as a deterrent. We'll have a look at that in a minute, but we'll come through here first. That's that wall on the other side. And welcome to my humble abode. Yeah, I just had to. Okay, that's one of my melon and pumpkin farms in there, using forestry. That's pretty standard stuff. Come through here. Green level, it's bottom level, nothing in there yet. Pretty much this was used for computer craft stuff, just mucking around with that. I haven't really done too much on computer craft in 1.4.6. Enchantment room, that's another room I've done nothing with at the moment. Go up to our blue level using Mistcraft portals with intralinking books as an elevator. So like that, we're on the blue level. Have a look in this side, Thorncraft. Well, both of these rooms are for Thorncraft. Haven't really done much with that either. Come around here, this is my Mistcraft room. Well, I'll probably have a bit more in there with ages and whatnot. My brewing room for potions. Now, I love these item frames. I've just got to say that, I love them. So, as you can see here, I've put what each of them does, and I've got one brewing stand for each type of potion, or base potion anyway, and I put item in item frame above it what's needed to make that potion. So potion of swiftness, you need sugar. Pretty simple. This machine here, liquid transposer, and there's an aqueous accumulator behind it. I put empty buckets or empty water bottles in there, it'll automatically fill them up and put them back in this chest. Nice and easy. Barrels up here for all my resources, ingredients for brewing, and some other stuff. So, like potatoes and carrots and monster heads, just random stuff. We'll come up here to our red level, which is top level. Over here, this is the main ore processing room. So, I use these sorting machines to pull out of pretty much all of my IC2 machines, just for the fact that I don't need a timer to run it. It is a lot more expensive, but I just think it's cool. This is my Buildcraft energy production room. These connect up to a bank of MFSUs I'll show you in a minute, which is then powered by a whole heap of HV solar arrays. These are just isolated machines, so we've got our liquid transposer with liquid redstone used for these conduits and redstone energy cells, magma crucible for that transposer, thermionic fabricator, carbon dar, induction smelter, and pulverizer. So that's for making my pulverized obsidian from hardened glass and things like that. Okay, we'll come over here. This is my main resource and crafting room. This is my global item sorting processing input chest. So I put another ender chest with the same color on a quarry. It all comes in here, does everything for me. All of these barrels do have the extra dimensional upgrades on. So as you can see here, like this is well over the 64 stack limit of the normal barrel. Likewise for the rubber. Random red power stuff up top here. Project tables. Random junk chests. Matter production, which comes directly off my big bank of HV solars up top. And these are individual machines, so that's an extractor, compressor, I think that's a furnace, that one, compressor, macerator, all comes back into the main system, which I'll show you the tubing for it now. But first, this is that bank of MFSUs I was telling you about. So yes, there's quite a few here. Future expansion. And this is the main part of the tubing for the whole system. Big bank of thermopiles there to power these Red Power 2 battery boxes. I was thinking about using the Red Power 2 Blue Electric to Buildcraft engines for this whole setup down here for the Buildcraft energy, but hadn't got around to it, so that's why I've got this big setup here of that. Okay, so items come in here, and depending on what the sorting machine down the bottom says, it'll either go this way. Now, those of you who watch Direwolf 20's videos, you might recognise what this is. This is it makes blocks out of all this stuff automatically for me. So I can just, so if any Zycorodite, I think it is, Zircorium, comes in here, or Red Power 2 gems, or aluminium, so on and so forth, get made into blocks. Sawmill, so because my primary source of wood actually comes from a rubber tree farm, if you just make logs into planks by itself, it'll only make 3 planks, but if you run it through a sawmill, you'll get the 4 out of it, so that's what that's for. This is a pulverizer powered furnace setup. It's for anything that can't run through the industrial craft setup downstairs. That's those standalone machines I was showing you earlier. It comes through here. Okay, so everything, most of it comes through this sorting machine here, and depending on these colours here, it's pretty much set up so that anything that matches these, this is my end point, so it all ends up going down there. That ender chest links up to the blue, the barrels on the blue level in my brewing room. Incinerator for anything that I don't want. That's actually, I've added that to the Direwolf 20 mod pack. It's from Tubestuff by Immibis. I'll put a link in the description for that. So pretty much any tungsten, quartz, crystals, aluminium blocks I don't want or don't need, so they all get incinerated, destroyed. Basically a void pipe for Red Power 2 networks. So anything, say like this, baked potato or blaze powder, that's coming out of this system will come into here to go downstairs. That line goes to those standalone machines that you saw earlier. That's pretty much it for up here. Fairly basic setup. Got a lot of mag tubes around here just to make things a bit quicker. I do have this whole area covered by a force field with a defense station, which is actually in the middle downstairs. This is a security station here for it. Basically, it stops mobs from spawning inside the mountain. I thought that was a nice touch. Okay, so we'll come down to the green level. So the defense station is pretty much just under here, along with the chunk loader. If we go over here, this is my netherwort farm. So, forestry netherwort farm comes in here, same the blue level input chest. We'll close that up. Rock crusher from Railcraft. It's just standard nether portal down here. I don't know why those heads are facing the wrong way, but anyway. Okay, then we have what I like to call the pit, which is basically, I like a lot of room to tinker around with things like red power and build craft, basically an area to build machines. So this is it, this is the pit where I build things like this, which is a computer craft red power 2 automatic jukebox machine. Helps so I spell right. So if I punch in, I think it's that one, so we should see the disc coming through here. Pretty neat, right? This code I found on the Computer Craft forums. I can't remember where though. Can't remember what the thread was called, but I did modify it a little bit to suit how I had it set up. Hit the eject button, sends it back into the right chest. Pretty neat, I thought. Okay, we'll go back upstairs here to our nether pumping station. So this is where I get all my lava from. Typical Railcraft tank cart. Loader and unloaders for the whole setup. Yeah, I may have pumped a bit of lava out of here. Actually, I'll come around here. Okay. Just a little. Okay, and then we'll come down here. Coke ovens, blast furnace. As it says there, it makes dark iron. Basically, automatic dark iron machine. So as it says there, we'll put iron in there. Probably might help if we get the Wrathfire going first. Might have to increase the timing on that. Oh, there we go. Then we have our storage tanks. Basically my liquids room. So water, creosote oil, lava. This one will end up being for oil, and then I'll probably put another tank over that way for refined fuel, even though I probably don't need it. It's probably just nice to have. And come down here. This is our other end of our liquid loader and unloader. I thought it was pretty nifty anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not much else to it. Haven't really been that busy with it. I'll go make it daytime. And we'll come outside. Just to show you. Ooh, skeleton with golden armor on. My bank of HV solars. Pretty much, I think it's nearly all of the stone blocks you see are actually HV solars, minus the outside set. So, beautiful thing about covers is it covers it up, but then covers aren't classified as opaque, so they actually let light through, so the solars will still work with the covers on it. Little tip for you if you didn't know that. Anyway guys, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got any questions or you want me to explain anything that I've made in the base, just drop us a comment and I'll see what I can do. Rightio guys, thanks for watching.